Hi Cancer, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your November 2016 month ahead reading. Sorry it's a little bit late, it's on the day anyway, it's arriving to you the 1st of November. Been super duper busy, and also this month is a little bit different, the general reading, because you're not seeing me on screen. I really don't have time to set up all the camera and stuff to record. So I'm trying to do everything via webcam because it's quicker, the files are smaller. Just to let you know, I will be appearing on screen in December. This is just because I'm trying to save time. So some of you guys might say, well, we prefer to see the layout, but you know, you see your layout on your general, on your 21 card Gypsy spread, Cancerians, okay? So this is why I tried to do a compromise by appearing on screen for the generals, but then doing the layout for the Gypsy spread, okay? So I think that's a fair kind of trade-off. It's just that I'm saving time this month. I'm doing a Celtic cross for you guys this month, and we're going to see what's coming in for you. Celtic cross with secondary cards, okay? Secondary cards stroke clarifiers are really just used to kind of try and explain what's going on around the first card. So sometimes it will be the Magician because of the secondary card, or the Magician and the secondary card, and the Magician but the secondary card. So it just depends on how the story unfolds. So Universe Spirit, show me Cancer, the zodiac sign of Cancer, all those born underneath the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. Show me Cancer for Sun, Moon and Rising signs for November 2016. What's coming in for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. Show me Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of November 2016. Show me. So I've shuffled the cards, Cancerians, and I'm going to split the deck into three. I'm going to collect it back up. Sorry if the camera goes a little bit out of blur. I bought this webcam and it's bloody shit. So let's lay down your present situation, challenge, the foundation card. This should be the card that represents the root of the issue, or what's taken you to the present point. As a result of that, the near past. Near past really for me always is derived from what's going on here. The immediate future. The best that you can achieve as a result of the immediate future. Best that you can achieve positions is the crowning thought. So it might not be something that's actually physically going on. It might be something that you can't stop thinking about, or you know, something that's going on. We've then got here the external factor stroke you position. This should be you now, or the external factors that are leading to or contributing to why you are the way you are in the present situation. Influences that are coming in as a result of the immediate future. What your hopes and desires will be as a result of the immediate future and the overall outcome. So what I try and do with the tarot is I tell a story on how things are really going. So I try with my Celtic crosses just to join all the dots up and tell a fluid story through it. Let's turn the cards over. Wow, the Two of Cups, Cancerian, is showing in the middle of the reading, the present, which is lovely. Shows a relationship, conversation, negotiation, contract. But you've got the Five of Wands showing as the foundation of the issue. So what this tells me is that the issue is, there could be an argument, there could be that you're not seeing eye to eye, and maybe as a result of that, with the Two of Cups, there needs to be some form of communication that's going on here. Okay? We'll see what comes up with this anyway, see how we can expand it. As a result of the Five of Wands, Page of Cups. Page of Cups can be an apology as a result of this, or trying to resolve something, because we've got somebody holding a hand out here as a result of this. So if there's an argument here, then maybe with this Page of Cups here, Cancerians, it's somebody who's trying to offer an apology, or somebody who's trying to diffuse a situation, which leads in the middle to communication between groups or people, or a couple of people here, or in a relationship. In the immediate future, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a lovely card because it shows people who are working together, people who are trying to resolve something, trying to build something together. You've got two really nice cards going on here, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups in the present, because the best that you can achieve is, well, Three of Swords. So for some of you guys this month, it might be a case of, you know, there's a problem here. You've got the foundation, which is leading to the crowning thought. So if you think about it this way, the root of the issue is an argument. Your crowning thoughts might be, shit, if we don't resolve this, there's going to be some form of separation here with the Three of Swords. So therefore, as a result of this Five of Wands, somebody's trying to resolve the situation, which is leading to the present situation. A conversation, coming together, resolving differences, working as a team with that Ten of Pentacles. Let's have a look at what the external factors are contributing to this Two of Cups area. While somebody feels betrayed potentially here, the Ten of Swords represents betrayal. It represents giving up. It represents being stabbed in the back. It represents when there is a lot of pressure on one person, or somebody feels that somebody doesn't have their back. But this is what's contributing to this chat here, because we can see that there's the worry, or, you know, crowning thoughts can be fears as well. So if you're disagreeing with your partner here, or a group of people, or there is a family situation going on here, as a result of that, somebody's extending the hand of apology, or saying, you know, let's sort this out, let's talk about it. You have a talk in the centre here, because your crowning thoughts are, shit, this could end in separation. In the immediate future, you're coming together trying to build something. It would fathom out that maybe we've got two cards here. I'll show you how I do my Celtic crosses, but they're really interesting, and I like the way that they're done. Coming in around the Ten of Pentacles is the Chariot. So this is usually a card about travel, but it's also a card about trying to overcome obstacles. So we've got a conversation with the Ten of Pentacles here, in which potentially somebody's trying to overcome obstacles, working together as a team here. Hopes and fears in terms of the Ten of Pentacles. While maybe that nothing is resolved with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is a passive card, so nothing gets resolved here. But as a result of that Ten of Pentacles, these look like good energies here. It looks like somebody's trying to reach a resolution here, trying to overcome obstacles as a result of that, and the outcome shows, well, there we go, Three of Cups, which is lovely. It shows that there's success. So let's try and expand out the reading. We'll expand out the reading in a moment, but what we're going to do, we're going to have a little chat about what we're seeing here so far. Cancer. So we can see in your foundation area, the root of the issue in the month of November for Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs is some form of disagreement. Because, you know, if we had a more positive card here, it might be that the Five of Wands can also be a card of people that are working together and trying to support each other. So it could be that there are differences in the month of November 2016. They're trying to be resolved. And as a result of this, we have the Two of Cups, which is where people come together to negotiate. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can simply be a negotiation. This is what the Two of Cups is. It's a pledge. It's a promise. It's negotiation. It's a contract. It's saying, you know, we're both on the same page. We can see the disagreement here with the Five of Wands. But as a result of this, people are trying to get through the differences, I feel, with this Two of Cups. As a result of this Five of Wands, what we're seeing is some form of apology. Because when you get cards with hands that are sticking out, Cancerians, what this really means is, it doesn't just mean love. It's very easy with the cups to think that this is all about love. It doesn't have to be. When you get cards where, you know, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, those types of cards, it can show Knight of Cups, it can show Knight of Pentacles, it can show anywhere that, you know, it's a static card with a hand holding out, not a page, not a Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords, not those type of cards, but cards like this that are pretty friendly, static, but they've got a hand holding out, extended, holding something. This can often be, you know, I'm sorry, or I'm offering apology to you here, because we see the Five of Wands here, and this is an argument, or it's some form of disagreement. Could be between a partner. As a result of this, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups can be like, I'll send you a text to say I'm sorry, or, you know, I'm offering an apology to you. The obstacle seems to be the Page of Wands, though. The challenge for the month is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is a card about enthusiasm. it can be that you receive some news though. Maybe the challenge is some news that you've received, because Page of Wands often refers to news. It doesn't have to be good news. We'll get a clarification card with that. If it's a bad card, it might be that you receive some bad news. There's been some bad communication. The Page of Wands can also mean I do things without thinking about it, or I take an action without thinking about it, because he's quite mischievous, is this Page of Wands, and he's quite devil may care, and he's quite impulsive as well. That's what the Wands are. They can be very, very impulsive. Also, he's very young. So, when you get Wands, it's about creativity and ideas. Sometimes this represents a young creative path. So maybe the challenge is something you want to do, and maybe there's some disagreement around that, and maybe you're trying to reach, maybe there's an apology, or somebody's trying to kind of fan the flames, or not fan the flames, but doubt the flames with water as a result. Because we've got fire here, fire energy, but then we've got water, which says that water, what does water do to fire? It generally doubts it. So somebody's trying to extinguish, I feel, as a result of this card, the issue. Because the challenge seems to be either somebody's done something and it's been too quick, or somebody's not thought about something, or there's been some news or some sort of communication that's not gone down very well. As a result of that, we've got the Two of Cups here, where people are trying to come together to work out their differences. Because in the immediate future, there's a conversation here, a serious conversation, because it's the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, for me, usually represents serious conversations. But also, Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, up from that Two of Cups, represents, real commitment, really working together to make things strong and settled. This can also be something to do with a family situation, because we do have a Five of Wands here, and that can represent a group of people that are arguing. But it just seems that the Page of Cups is some form of communication as a result of this, that's trying to extinguish maybe this energy of the Five of Wands in the foundation area. As a result of that, there seems to be a pledge, or people coming together to say, okay, let's get on, let's agree. There's an agreement here as a result of this Page of Cups. So there's good communication coming in around this situation here in the month of November. And that's because in the centre, people want to agree. In the immediate future, people are working together here. So it could be within a family situation, for example, because the worry is that the best that you can achieve is maybe separation, Three of Swords, falling out, struggles within relationships, work, family, love, whatever that is. In the you now position, for some of you guys, you might be feeling a little bit defeated because you've got that Ten of Swords sitting there. Okay, you might feel that somebody's betrayed you, or you might be feeling stabbed in the back. So remember that this external factor, stroke you now card, acts as the lens through why you have the Two of Cups. So it's obvious that there needs to be some, for me, there needs to be some agreement, or there needs to be some form of apology, or coming together, or saying I'm sorry with this Two of Cups, because somebody feels defeated, and it's you guys, Cancerians. You feel upset about something because you've got the Ten of Swords here. Somebody might have hurt you quite badly, and there needs to be an agreement over something here, because there's no agreement here. Coming in around this is the Chariot, and the Chariot says, we'll try and move forward to overcome this difficult time. And this is actually you, Cancer, because Chariot represents the zodiac sign of Cancer. So this is you trying to move forward now. You might have your doubts or your, negative thoughts, because the Chariot means I'm being pulled in two directions, but I'm going to try and bring it back together and move forward. So I feel that you're trying to move forward here. Okay? As a result of this, as a result of a chat, you're trying to move forward. But your fears are that will anything really be resolved? Maybe the High Priestess, as a result of the you now position, we can also jump to the High Priestess in your hopes and fears. And the fears might be for you, have I been told everything? Because the High Priestess represents secrets, and it represents something that needs to be revealed. So your fears might be, well, we've had the chat here. I'm going to try and overcome this here. But my fears are, well, is this person telling me everything? Have I got the full story? Because I'm still feeling quite betrayed and hurt here with the Ten of Swords. But you see in the outcome that there is success. People are coming back together. And this also represents friendships and reunions, the Three of Cups. So it's a good all-round reading for the month of November 2016. What we're going to do is we're going to get some extensive cards on this. So we're going to try and flesh out the story a little bit and see what certain things are over. We'll go to the Ten of Swords first. Well, I feel that you're trying to move on from this Ten of Swords, which is why you've got the Two of Cups here. I feel that for the You Now position in the month of November 2016, Cancerians, I feel that some of you guys feel that you might have been betrayed with that Ten of Swords. You might have been hurt by someone. You might have been hurt by a group of people. But I feel with the Six of Swords, it means, you know, I'm trying to leave that behind, because the Six of Swords is a natural progression, really, when you're trying to move on from this. The Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, for me, if this Three of Swords was to show next to the Ten of Swords, it would say that you're still in it. Okay, that whatever you've experienced has left a very bitter aftertaste with the Three of Swords. But the Six of Swords is a good sign, because it says that in the external factors, you guys now, in the month of November 2016, are trying to move on from this difficult situation with the Ten of Swords energy, Cancerians. And as a result of that, the Five of Wands now becomes, along with... It becomes, I feel, a card not about friction, but a card about working together, working with others to resolve a situation. Ah, but we've got a Devil card here. That's interesting to show. Let me just think about this one moment. Well, it's interesting, because I feel here that in the You Now position, some of you guys have felt betrayed, you've been hurt, there's lots of knives, if you can see, there's lots of swords in this person's back here. But it shows with the Six of Swords that you've probably had a change of heart on something. Six of Swords often means I have a change of heart. Okay? And I feel that it's almost like it's not so much moving on. It is moving on, but it's also with this card that some of you guys, if you've been feeling upset or betrayed or a victim, it's almost with the Six of Swords, you come back fighting. So you're not willing to stay the victim here with these two cards, I feel. Because Six of Swords doesn't just mean, well, I'm trying to, the easy thing with the tarot and with the cards is to say that, just look to the general meaning. Six of Swords means to move on. Ten of Swords means to be betrayed. So therefore, Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, moving on from a difficult situation. Very easy, and it is in general moving on. But I feel that what this is with the Six of Swords is you're looking at a different way to resolve a very tender situation in the month of November 2016. As a result of that, the root of the issue is how you resolve this energy here. Because the Five of Wands is not building now, I feel, not support, because you've got this Devil card with it. And it could be the Five of Wands because of the Devil. Maybe there's somebody around you that's causing some issues here. Okay, maybe the Devil is a ringleader. Or maybe because of this Five of Wands, this conflict, this restrictive energy, this energy that says, when you get a Five of Wands, it's about competition. And it's about people who all think that they're in the right and they won't stop. Because they've all got something to say here. And with the Devil card, it could say, you might be feeling restricted, because we can see here in the You Now position that there's been an issue here for some of you guys in the month of November 2016, and you're trying to resolve it with that Six of Swords. So let's use the word resolve with the Six of Swords. So you're trying to resolve a difficult situation here over that Ten of Swords. But as a result of that, the issue for the month is that you seem to be fighting something here that is very difficult, because the Five of Wands means conflict, but it can also mean I'm feeling very frustrated. You could be feeling very frustrated because of a Devil card, because of a Devil, because somebody who is causing obstacles or putting the obstacles within your way, somebody who might be fanning the flames within this situation. The Devil is often the obstacle that keeps two people in chains. So it seems here to me that the issue for the month is that you are trying to resolve a very difficult situation, and it could be around somebody who's causing some real kind of issues or some hiccups around you guys. It's a very kind of restrictive energy, I feel, with these two cards, the Five of Wands and the Devil card. As a result of this, we have the Page of Cups. This is the mediator card, I feel. Because it's so friendly. and the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles can be a Capricorn, and so can the Devil as well. So I feel that you might be feeling frustrated maybe with a particular person who is the Devil, somebody who's causing some form of issues within a relationship here. It can be whatever relationship. It can be within a family situation. It can be within a it can be within a work situation, but it can also be, because the Devil represents addictions and it represents patterns of behaviour that hold us back. It might be that there's a frustrating situation going on here because somebody refuses to let go of something here, or let go of this, if that makes sense to you, Cancerians. So as a result of that, it seems that there is a conversation here, a kind conversation, a nice conversation with the King of Pentacles, because I feel that you're trying to either sort somebody out, or you're trying to resolve a situation with someone who's causing some problems within your life in the month of November 2016. Cancerians, let's have a look at what the challenge is, because the challenge is the Page of Wands. Why have we got the challenge as the Page of Wands? Because of the Star. I think your challenge is the Star card is about hope, but when you get the Star card as the challenge or the obstacle, sometimes this is being too hopeful of something here. And I feel it's, the Page of Wands is a communication card. So your challenge might be, I'm really hopeful that I can actually do this, but how do I go about doing it? Because the Star often represents to be hopeful, to be optimistic. So sometimes when the Star is an obstacle, it's almost like there's too much optimism going on here. Sometimes the Page of Wands can be somebody who is an adventurer, and the Star card can sometimes be a naked lady. So we don't know whether we're dealing with any type of potential infidelity here as the challenge, because the Page of Wands is somebody who acts but doesn't think, and the Star card can be somebody, when you get the Page of Wands, this is somebody who is enthusiastic to go for something. And if he's enthusiastic, if you put these cards side by side, this person might be enthusiastic around another individual, the Star. So maybe that's the obstacle. Maybe one of the obstacles could be, for some of you Cancerians, that there's a partnership here. Okay, maybe there is friction because somebody won't give up their ways, they won't change, they won't give up their addictions, because we can see that, there's an argument here, there's a disagreement, and it's around the Devil. Could be somebody's addictions, or that somebody within your life, Cancerians, won't give up a certain way. We can see the you now position is you're done. You've had enough. The Ten of Swords. You might have been feeling betrayed, but you're with the Six of Swords. It says, hang on, let me take another look at this situation. How can I resolve this? If I do something differently or approach it from a different perspective, then maybe something can change here. And that's why the factors are, or that's why it's leading to the root of the issue in the month being, how do you resolve this? Because in order to, if you're trying to change direction from this Ten of Swords, if you're trying to look at things from another perspective, because you get up again. The Ten of Swords says I feel defeated, but with the Six of Swords we get up again and we say, okay, let me try and kind of navigate myself through this and see how we can work this I can work this situation out. And that's why the root of why the root of the issue is in the month of November 2016 for some of you Cancerians, that there seems to be some disagreement, a fight, and it could be over somebody's behaviour with that Devil card. Because as a result of this friction, this conflict over maybe somebody's behaviour, what somebody's doing, somebody that's playing a very difficult part within the whole scenario, we see, there's a nice conversation here, there's communication. And you are Cancer, so you could easily be the Page of Cups with this King of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles can also be the Devil. They can both represent Capricorn individuals. Because maybe your challenge is that this person is a little bit too wild, or they're a little bit too adventurous. That maybe they've got a roving eye here for the Star, for anyone that stands out to them. And that would kind of tally up maybe with a Devil card. Somebody who can't help themselves, somebody who gives into temptation. And we do know the King of Pentacles is somebody who is very interested in earthly matters. He likes women, he likes fast cars, he likes cigars, he likes everything on the earthly plane, everything that makes him feel good. Okay, so maybe, you know, you're trying to offer love or say nice words or offer kindness to this King of Pentacles, because maybe as a result of this it's going to help resolve the situation, because your challenge is that maybe this person here is that Page of Wands as an energy, gives in too quickly, too adventurous, acts before they think about stuff. And it could be that this person is looking at the star, or they're looking at somebody else, and what your fears are, or the best that you can achieve right now is that Three of Swords, heartbreak within a relationship. Let's have a look at the Two of Cups and how this pans out. We're going to put the reading all together in a moment. Well, there we go. We've got restrictions in a relationship, because you've got the Two of Cups here, but the Eight of Swords says, you know, it's difficult communication. I'm feeling restricted within this relationship. The Two of Cups is two people together, but with a negative card like the Eight of Swords, it says to me that there are problems, probably problems in communication or something around this relationship. Okay, it seems that you try and kind of, you know, have a good conversation with this individual. You try and, you know, peter out, or, you know, temper down the storm of whatever's going on here. But it still says to me that there are still some frustrating issues, because the Eight of Swords represents frustration. So we could say, you know, in the present situation there's a relationship here, the Two of Cups, but there's a lot of frustration here with the Eight of Swords around this relationship. And that's because the challenge is the Page of Wands and the Star card. Maybe somebody has a roving eye. Maybe somebody's done something without thinking about it. Maybe there's you feel that you're being betrayed, or you've been betrayed, Ten of Swords, and you're trying to move on from this by taking a different approach. But it doesn't seem to be working, because in the immediate future we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So somebody could be thinking about leaving home, because you've got a Knight of Wands here, which means to leave, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles here, which means a family situation. So in the immediate future, somebody, you know, it doesn't mean that you leave the home completely. It can be, you know, you go out the door and you say, you know, I'm going out, or I'm going away for a few days, because there's problems here. You know, we could look at this as being a home move as well, but I feel that just judging by some of this energy here, there might be, especially if it's love, it doesn't have to be love though at all. It can be some of you guys are looking to do a home move, because the Knight of Wands often means a home move. Some of you guys might be looking to leave a workplace, because the Ten of Pentacles can be a place of work, and you're looking to leave the Knight of Wands, perhaps because there are restrictions within a relationship here with that Two of Cups, because you're not seeing eye to eye, Five of Wands, with a very domineering boss. You've tried talking over the situation. King of Pentacles can be a manager with the boss, but your challenge is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands can be news, so for some of you guys you might have received some good news that looks positive. With the Star card, could be over a job, for example. And maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had here, but you're feeling a little bit nervous about doing that. However, the Ten of Pentacles says you have that conversation in the immediate future. You may decide to leave with the Knight of Wands. Let's have a look at the other cards and see how we can... We're going to do this reading in two ways and try and bring the two... You know, explain it in two ways. Possibly work, family, and love, relationships. Yeah, okay. Let's get the other card. Yeah, I mean, we've got travel and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you guys might be travelling out to somewhere else. Wheel of Fortune can often represent the world. And it's often a travel card because it's got that compass here. And also we've got a car, a travel, a mode of transport in the reading. Yeah, you might be feeling that somebody holds a secret over a particular person here. That might be your fears. That's why you decide to leave maybe this relationship. Three of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Okay. So let's take the reading back, Cancerians, okay, and see what we can deduce. I feel if this is a relationship, I feel some of you guys might be feeling that you've been betrayed, because we've got that Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords together. Now, the Ten of Swords is about feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back by others, really, really upset. And with the Six of Swords, I feel that you've been trying to kind of move on from that, okay? For some of you guys, you'll want to just move out, you know, change direction completely, because for some of you guys, you might have just completely given up on something here with this Ten of Swords, and you need to kind of change direction, change course, and kind of take yourself out of it. Because the root of the issue is, this month, that there seems to be some sort of friction, some sort of conflict, non-agreement. It's around a devil individual. So somebody might be causing a lot of issues. Maybe the conflict is around somebody who won't change their ways with that devil card. Somebody who is very, very domineering or controlling. And somebody who often gives in to their temptations. Maybe, you know, we can see the Five of Wands often means, especially if it's love, couples don't see eye to eye. And it's around the devil. So it's around a situation that somebody won't change. Because the devil means restrictions, and it means I won't change. This is who I am. I'm holding on to this. So I feel that there might be some friction around somebody who won't change their ways, or somebody who finds it very easy to give in to temptation, that type of thing. Because as a result of that, you're trying to have a conversation, I feel, with the King of Pentacles. We've got a Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups is a communication card, but it's a nice communication card. So you might be doing some nice communication around a King of Pentacles as a result of this energy here. Because maybe this King of Pentacles has a roving eye. Page of Wands is often a young adventurer. He's the type of person that would go out with his friends and sleep with about 30 women without using a condom, that type of thing. Okay, he doesn't really think about it. Okay, he's all about the fun. So maybe the challenge is that, you know, this person here, who I believe is the devil, has had fun with a star. And maybe that's what's causing, in the present situation, the restrictions and the frustration within this relationship. In the immediate future, some of you guys might have a serious sit-down conversation with your partner. You might be in a long-term relationship with this individual. With the Knight of Wands, you might decide to leave or to walk out for a little while, because your crowning thoughts are that either there's a love triangle going on and somebody's been playing you, maybe with that Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords can mean a long love triangle. Two of Pentacles can mean where somebody's been playing someone. And we can see again it's Pentacles, Earth. So this might be an Earth sign you're dealing with, Cancerian, in the month of November 2016. But it can also say that your crowning thoughts are with the Three of Swords, heartbreak, struggle within the relationship. And you're going to need to weigh up exactly what it is. This is what's making you feel indecisive, because you've had some communication with this individual that's heartbreaking, it's difficult, and it's making you feel indecisive. Because this person, the foundation card is that there seems to be friction with the devil. There seems to be lack of agreement with an individual here who refuses to change their ways. And your crowning thoughts are, as a result of that, you know, this is not going to end well, and I'm going to have to make some serious choices here, maybe, with that Two of Pentacles. So therefore, what's coming in as a result of that Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands is, some of you guys, you're the Chariot. You might be in two minds with this card, because sometimes the Chariot often means I'm being split in two directions here. Because the Chariot represents home and house, I think it represents a house of home and children and nurturing. It might be that you're in two minds because you've got responsibilities, you've got kids, for example. And also that challenge might not be that this, you know, this person's roving ways, but it might be a child that's the challenge and the star. Maybe you've got two kids, maybe you've got two teenagers or something like that. But your challenge is, you know, probably taking all your baggage with you and travelling out. Not your challenge, sorry. As a result of this card here, it might be, if it's a home situation, Cancerians, that, you know, with the Chariot, this is somebody who has to take all their worldly goods with them on a journey. So it's packing up the car, it's packing up the kids, and it's travelling with that Wheel of Fortune. to somewhere new. Wheel of Fortune can also be seen as a travel card, so travelling to another location, another place, because your fears are that maybe if this person's been playing away in the month of November 2016, Cancerian, that you won't receive the truth, High Priestess, and there is a woman here who isn't you. It could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo individual, but it could be with the High Priestess. The High Priestess means revelations, or not to reveal, or secrets. So it could be that your fears are that this person is still keeping something secret from you, and it could be around an individual, another individual. So if it's you and 2 kids, you might decide to go it alone, maybe with a couple of kids here with that 3 of Cups, but there'll be worry around this. But this could also say, you know, with the Chariot coming in here and the Wheel of Fortune here, that as a result of this 10 of Pentacles, you may be deciding to leave the family home. You decide, as a result of that, influences coming in, to travel, to move out, to go and stay somewhere, stay with family or something like that, taking all of your belongings with you. Okay? Wheel of Fortune, somewhere else, not the place. So you decide to travel out, and it could mean that with that 3 of Cups, maybe you're reuniting with family members, but at night you're upset. You're really upset about what's going on. I mean, I feel that for some of you guys, it might be a family matter in the month of November 2016, because it just looks to me like there are issues within a relationship within this reading. I feel that if it's work, it could be, again, perhaps workmates are causing issues. 10 of Swords can often mean where many people have got it in for us, and you want to move on from that. Because the issue for the month is competition, friction, possibly caused by a devil here. As a result of that, it could be that you have been invited to speak with somebody about a new job, represented by the King of Pentacles. Page of Cups can also mean an invitation. So for some of you guys, if it's work related, it might be that you've been invited towards a new job with this King of Pentacles individual. And your challenge for the month will be, you know, that this thing is really positive and you're going to have to make a big decision on it. Which is leading to, you know, within your job, well, there's an agreement. With the 8 of Swords, it's like, well, what do I do about it? I'm kind of a little bit frustrated because, you know, I'm under contract where I am, that type of thing. So in the immediate future, it might be that this job, 10 of Pentacles, you decide to leave it because the Knight of Wands means to leave and travel out, change direction. Because the best that you can achieve is, you know, there's difficulties within the job and you'll forever be weighing up, you know, should I stay, should I go? You know, can I really deal with this? Also, there might be the money aspect involved here. As a result of this 10 of Pentacles and Knight of Wands, you decide to move out. You're the Chariot, you're Cancerians. So you decide to move out and travel somewhere else. Okay? You decide to bring the changes in yourself as a result of this issue in the workplace environment. Your fears will be, it's an interesting one because the High Priestess, as I've said, even when you get this in work readings, it's still about secrets. It's still, this can be also a secretive woman here. So I feel that in the immediate future, it's a workplace thing. You'd probably decide to change jobs or move out as a result of receiving this offer or this invitation from a King of Pentacles. You decide to leave where you are because you got that Knight of Wands with that 10 of Pentacles. Because your fears are, you know, maybe these are a couple of people that you're working with, Cancerians. Okay? And you're not very happy around them. The outcome will be success, 3 of Cups, because 3 of Cups pretty much always means a successful outcome. So as a result of moving with that Chariot card and the Wheel of Fortune, a move that creates changes, there'll be success here with the 3 of Cups. But I feel that you'll be feeling a little bit worried about the future, about where you're kind of going to. So I'm looking at this reading in 2 ways, really. One of them is the love, relationship, home, family type of thing, which I feel that it might be a family situation where you feel that you can't trust someone or trust has been broken. And you have no choice but to kind of move on from something here. And the other one might be work situation where you're dealing with a lot of co-workers that you know, and possibly a ringleader that you know, you don't trust, you don't get on with. I feel some of you guys might, in the month of November, be offered an opportunity. You go for that opportunity, you move on. You know, and I feel that you're worried over this new beginning because the Fool flipped out over that Nine of Wands. So I feel that you know, there'll be a successful outcome for you in the month of November 2016, especially if it's a job or relationship. But you will be worried around it because a new beginning is beckoning you. You're taking this new path. And it's always a worry when one is taking a new path, whether that's a relationship or whether that's a job. But I do feel that there'll be some worry about a new beginning because I feel that you almost have no choice but to do something about the situation that you're in at the moment. And also, you know, it's the Five of Cups showing there. So in the outcome, we can see that it's a successful outcome for you. But there's going to be some worry here with the Nine of Swords because of this new beginning, which incorporates loss with the Five of Cups. You know, so it's leaving something behind, a bad taste, and moving on to something else. For some of you guys, it will be a relationship. For some of you, it will be a job. But, you know, keep heart because everything's going to be okay. If this resonates with you, everything will be okay. It's just that you're moving on from something that I feel that doesn't serve you anymore into something new. Let's have a look at your angel card for the month of November 2016. Universe Spirit, what's coming up? Show me your advice card, angels. What advice do you have for the Cancerians in the month of November 2016? What is the advice that you have for Cancerians in the month of November 2016? Show me. Take action. There's your card, take action. Let's have a look what the angels are trying to tell you on that one. For some of you guys, if you don't move, you know, in the immediate future, there's the Ten of Pentacles, a conversation, family, work environment. You decide that you want to move, okay? You might be in two minds over this with the Chariot. You are the Chariot here because you've got a lot of things that you'll have to sacrifice. So you might be in two minds over this big change with the Wheel of Fortune. But in the end, you say, yes, this is what I'm going to do. There's a successful outcome here. But you are worried about it because it does involve a new beginning, a move with that Fool card. And it incorporates having to leave something behind. The Take Action card says, the time has come to take action. Your angels are waiting for you to take the next step so that they can assist you along the path to your dreams. Do away with procrastination and uncertainty. And there's definitely uncertainty here. In your heart, you know what to do. Get going. Whether you're focused upon career, relationships, or some other topic, the fulfillment of your wishes isn't going to just fall into your lap. You must be actively focused on the pursuit of what you want. And it shows it here. We're seeing pursuit with the Knight of Wands and with the Chariot and with the Wheel of Fortune. We're seeing all these change cards. I feel it might be, with the Five of Wands, this might be procrastination as well. So it might be that there is procrastination because you're afraid to let go with the Devil card. Maybe with the Page of Cups, it could be that you're in love with the King of Pentacles here. And maybe the Page of Wands and the Star card says, you know, that your challenges is that things look really, really positive. Which is leading even further to feeling frustrated or maybe not being able to say something within this relationship that you want to move on for some of you guys. So you take the leap of faith out of this security with that Knight of Wands. Because the best that you can achieve is being unhappy, maybe, the Three of Swords. And procrastinating or sticking with that unhappiness, trying to make things work. So you do move on. Because in you now, you do want to move on with that Ten of Swords and that Six of Swords. From either a relationship or something that you feel is dead or, you know, somebody who's betrayed you or, you know, workmates that are no good for you, that type of thing. It says to take action here. Because even though in the outcome here, it might be that, yes, there is a good outcome here, you are going to be worried about it, Cancerians. But that's only because it's something new with the Fool card. And you have to give up something in order to embrace something else. That is your reading, my darlings, for the month of November 2016. I would like to say thank you very, very much for choosing Carol's Universe. And your love reading is up next. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.